Hello and welcome back to the latest episode of LDTV, which this week has a little bit of an international feel.
Here's what's coming up in today's show.
We have exclusive highlights from our penultimate home games this current season when Moyola Park were the visitors to New Grosvenor last Saturday.
We will be hearing from Roy Karlsson, a member of our Scandinavian Supporters Club, who joined us for a game at the weekend.
We look ahead to the club's first ever speed quiz, which takes place after our final home game of the season.
And finally, we'll have some information on Lisburn Distillery's next game, which takes place this Saturday. Moyola Park were the visitors to New Grosvenor last Saturday in what was our penultimate home game of the 2018-19 season.
The Whites went into this on yet another end-of-season run of form, having secured 3 consecutive league wins in their last 3 outings. Whilst for Moyola Park, they were hoping to bounce back from defeat last time out.
Let's see how the game turned out. Here's the highlights.
The Whites started the game brightly as McCaw played Beta through down the centre. However, the defender did well, Beta was put off his shot and his effort was skewed high and wide. The Whites continued to press and in the 11th minute were unlucky as Dara Rooney received the ball on the outer edge of the box, where he curled the ball in but only to see it bounce off the top of the crossbar and away to safety. 32 minutes played and Moyola had their first real effort of the game as a free kick from Tiernan Rafferty had been well saved by Jonah Nicholl. There was only 1 minute played in the second half when the deadlock was broken. Moyola took the lead as Michael Hatton was allowed time on the edge of the box, allowing him to hit a low-driven shot past White's keeper Nicholl and into the bottom left-hand corner of the net. On 59 minutes, Beggs made a fine run into the distillery box before crossing to Rafferty, but his effort was well saved by Jonah Nicholl. 63 minutes and the Whites were level. A fine corner kick by Timmy Clark was flicked on by Nick Beta and headed home by Dara Rooney at the far post.
So
77 minutes and it was 2-1 to Lisburn Distillery. Great work by Dara Rooney, who picked the ball up in his own half before driving towards Moyola's goal line, passing into Paul Young, and he in turn controlled it superbly before swivelling and driving it into the net. Full-time score New Grosvenor, Lisburn Distillery 2, Moyola Park 1.
So Colin, another fine win?
Yeah, it's 4 in the bounce. It's been once again yet another decent end of season run from the Whites, which we've done in the last couple of years as well. So played okay on Saturday, not our best game, but we did enough to win the game. Well taken goal by Paul Young in there as well. So yeah, good 3 points.
Tell me this, should they have been up for promotion this year?
$1 million question, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we've won 4 in a row. If that 4 had been started a few weeks earlier, who's to say we couldn't have been right there in the mix? But it's one of those things, you know, we'll finish top half, and at the end of the season, happy enough with that there, probably, realistically, you know. Anyhow, joining us for the game on Saturday were members of the Lisburn Distillery Scandinavian Supporters Club. who are making the visit over to Northern Ireland not only to see the game, but generally to enjoy themselves, hopefully, in Northern Ireland. And after the match, I spoke to one of their members, Roy Karlsson, to see how the club were getting on during their visit. Roy, first of all, a massive welcome back once again to the Lisburn Distillery Football Club. This is the 9th year you guys have been coming. What keeps bringing you back to Northern Ireland?
I will say the friendship that we are meeting. We have a big interest in the Lisburn Distillery Football Club, and we enjoy it here. And as you know, we are some Scandinavians and some others from different parts of the world, so we are meeting the friends here as well.
Okay. And you've a visitor from Spain this time?
Yeah, we have two members who is retired Swedes, and they are living in Gran Canaria.
Right.
So they took the trip from Gran Canaria to here, and myself, I was coming from Madrid. I'm working a little bit down there.
Okay. And of course, we got a good one today as well, which is always a bonus.
Yeah. Truly to say, my result before the game started was 2-1. So I wasn't afraid at all when Moyola Park made the 1-0 directly in the second half. And when Lisbon got 1-1, I was quite sure it will end 2-1.
I remember the last time I was in Sweden, we tried to do predictions, and I think you were badly out of that one.
Yes, true.
It makes a change.
Yeah.
So that's been really, really good, obviously, to see you guys over again. Some new faces this time as well.
Yeah, some new members, and of course someone leaves, but we are still hanging around with some new, and we try to make it in our way. Okay. So next year is for the 10th time, so we will try to get some new approach for that year.
It'll have to be a special one.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for the rest of the weekend?
Well, it will be a crack in Belfast this evening. And then some of us will go home on Sunday and the rest on Monday.
Okay. Listen, thanks very much for talking to us today on LDTV.
Colin, one more league match to go, and I understand there's a speed quiz. What is that?
Okay, for anybody who hasn't been taking part in a speed quiz before, I'll do my best to try and explain it. Basically, it's like an ordinary quiz, but played at a lot faster rate. Questions come thick and fast, and you only get so many seconds to sort of provide your answer. So it's all very high tech. It's done on, sort of iPads, things like that. There'll be an electronic scoreboard, things like that. So all in all, it should be a really, really good night. And we're also holding sort of a bit of a buffet before that as well. So it should be a really, really good night and a nice way to finish the season. Cost to attend is £10 per head to offset costs, and also hopefully make some money for the club as well. Further details and information on how to book your team in for the quiz are now available online.
Finally today we have some information on Lisburn Distillery's next game, which takes place this Saturday.
Yes indeed, the Whites' next game will be against Queen's University at the Dub this Saturday, which is Saturday, April the 6th. Kick-off on this one is at 3 o'clock PM, and as ever your support for the Whites on the day would be greatly appreciated. And
that's the end of another episode of LDTV. Thanks as ever for joining us and for your ongoing support for the club.
Until the next time, come on you Whites! Bye for now.